Contenders. I'm your host, Baegun Young. This is the season for typhoons and monsoons in Korea, and it actually affects the stock market prices here. Stock market prices of internet game companies as well as home shopping networks go up during the time because, well, people are spending more time in front of TV screens and monitors. I hope you're having fun watching us on the Contenders. Let's welcome today's contenders onto the stage. Welcome to our stage. We have the Pierlo team, Loïc Robert and Pierre Strube. I hope I got your names right. I'm trying my best to have the French accent. Welcome and tell us a bit about yourselves.
Hello everyone. Loïc and I, we met each other last year and now we are sharing the same apartment.
Ah, so you're in Seoul?
Yeah.
Yes.
Glad you could join us on our show. Good luck to you today.
Thank you.
And going against the Pierlo team, we have the Vancity team. We have Steve Han and Jimmy Woo. And I see that you're from Vancouver.
That's right, yeah. It's the short form of Vancouver. We've been best friends since high school back in Vancouver. So.
Well, we have a very international group of you today from France and from Canada. Good luck to all of you. Now let us begin the quiz. In our first section, we'll be giving you 10 multiple choice questions, 5 seconds to answer per question. If you have a question that you'd like to have some help on, you call out chance, and we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices, and of course that gives you a better chance at the correct answer. If you get all 10 correct, we give you 50 bonus points. Hopefully, you guys will both get the 50 bonus points. Pierlo, you get to choose Q, U, I, or Z?
U.
Okay, we'll go with questions at U, number 1. Of the following, which is different from the rest? 1, yes. 2, C. 3, oui. 4, 아니요.
4, 아니요.
As all of the other ones mean yes, and 아니요 in Korean is no. And we go to question 2. Of the following, which has a different main ingredient? 1, cognac. 2, wine. 3, beer. 4, champagne.
3, beer.
All the others are made from grapes. And we go to question 3. Of the following, in which film did Juliette Binoche not appear? 1, Chocolat. 2, The English Patient. 3, Three Colors, Blue. 4, L'Appartement.
4, l'appartement.
Did you see all of the 4 films?
No, the 3 first.
Yeah. And you, I guess, like Juliette Binoche?
Yeah.
Big fan? Let's go to question 4. Of the following, who is not a member of Spain's professional soccer team? Real Madrid. 1, Zinedine Zidane. 2, Ronaldo. 3, Thierry Henry. And 4, David Beckham.
3, Thierry Henry.
And they're part of the British team, Arsenal. And you haven't used chance yet, and we go to question 5. How many atoms of hydrogen are in each molecule of water? 1, 1 atom of hydrogen. 2, 2 atoms of hydrogen. 3, 4 atoms of hydrogen. And 4, 8 atoms of hydrogen.
Number 2. 2 atoms.
And we go to question 6. Of the following, which character is not mistreated by her stepmother? 1, Snow White. 2, 장화 홍련. 3, Cinderella. 4, Sleeping Beauty. You can use chance.
Number 4.
Sleeping Beauty.
There was no mention of a stepmother there at all. And did you get to see the Korean film 장화 홍련?
No.
It's a pretty good horror film.
Oh.
And we go to question 7. Of the following, which refers to the highest authority of His or Her Majesty's opposition, or the opposition party in Britain? 1. Filibuster, 2. Shadow cabinet, 3. Ancien régime, and 4. Gerrymandering.
Number 2.
Shadow cabinet.
Now, you guys have yet to use chance, and we're going to approach number 8. Well, how do you see your chances of getting to 10? All right, and getting the 50 bonus points.
We'll see.
Good? And we go to question 8. Of the following, where is the location with the least rainfall on Earth? 1. Sahara Desert, Eritrea. 2. Gobi Desert, Mongolia. 3. Antarctica. And 4. Atacama Desert, Chile. Pierlo?
We take chance.
Okay, we will take away 2 of the incorrect choices for you. And Pierlo, please make your final selection.
Number 2.
Gobi.
Actually, this is one of those trivia things you have to just memorize. It's the Atacama Desert in Chile. You end this section with 70 points. Congratulations. Now, Vancity team, this is your turn. You choose among Q, I, or Z.
We'll go with Z.
Okay, we will go with question set Z, number 1. Of the following, which is composed of the finest grains? 1 clay, 2 sand, 3 pebble, 4 rock.
Number 2, sand.
I know, it's your first time under the lights with people behind you. Actually, it's clay. The clay's kind of sticky consistency comes from the fact that the grains are very minute. Well, we have a lot of the quiz ahead, and I'm sure you'll be able to make up the points there. Pierlo, you're in the lead with this section ending at 70 points. Congratulations. Well, now we are at the second section where we get to see how well you work together. We give you a list of 20 words in a pre-chosen category. You have 100 seconds to go through the entire list. Please do not use the word or phrase that we give you on the board as part of your hint to your partner. Pierlo, please come up next to me. Well, you chose the category death and dying.
Yes.
And kind of morbid, but,
Yeah.
and well, I guess you couldn't do much practice for this, could you?
Yeah, we tried to make some research and we have studied. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Go.
Okay, first letter F.
Funeral.
First letter G.
The grave.
First letter S, when you kill yourself.
Suicide.
First letter C, the box.
Casket. Coffee.
First letter I, someone never dies.
Immortal.
First letter M.
Mortician.
No.
Morgue. Mortuary.
No, title of a movie. In a pyramid.
Mummy.
First letter R. Title of a movie, Alien number 4.
Reincarnation.
When you
Haven't seen it.
come after dying in another kind of life.
Reincarnation. No.
No,
Revival.
Pass. No, pass. First letter G. Some kind of spirit who comes after death.
Ghost.
First letter H. When you go somewhere with Saint Peter.
Oh.
In the sky.
Heaven.
First letter W. The paper.
Wheel.
Title of a movie.
Tombstone.
No, birth release. Small kid. He can see dead people.
Ghost.
Oh, I know it's on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah.
Sixth
Sixth
sense.
sense.
Yeah. And you were really close with reincarnation. Resurrection was what we were
Alien
looking for.
resurrection, yeah.
You did a great job going through the list, though. Pierlo, you end the section with 160 points. Vancity, it's your chance to make up all those points. Take your position next to me. You have a pretty expansive category, Russia.
Yeah, it's really broad topic.
Is it a country you visited before?
Not really, but some people say I look like one.
Oh, a Russian?
Yeah, I don't know why though.
Well, it's such a vast area, right?
Yeah.
Well, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go.
Start with V, the drink, like soju. What do you
Vodka.
call it? It's the game. It's a T, right? Like a brick. What do you call that? You know, you match with the bricks, right? Start with T. Your old game. What do you call that? T. Pass. Pass. Oh, Soviet. The whole thing. Start with U. What do you call that?
Union.
The whole thing.
Soviet Union.
Stand for. Short form. What do you call that? U.
USSR.
Leningrad. Before.
St. Petersburg.
The son of Nicholas II. I mean, the daughter. Sorry.
Anastasia.
What color is this?
Red.
And what is this?
Red flag.
No, this.
Red square.
War and Peace.
Tolstoy.
Secret agent. Start with K.
KGB.
Pass. The whole region. What do you call it? Start with S. Russia.
Siberia.
Before Yeltsin. G.
Gorbachev.
The palace in Moscow.
Kremlin.
The new composer in 20th century.
Stravinsky.
Right now, the president in Russia.
Putin.
And Dostoevsky, whatever, you know, that.
Crime and Punishment.
There we go. Start with V. Remember we had an argument about this? Japanese, what do you call that? V. There we go.
Vladivostok.
Well, you almost had it there with Vladivostok.
Yeah.
Oh, ran out of time. You passed on that famous game we couldn't get out of our heads once we played it, Tetris. You did a great job, though, of catching up. You end the section with 130 points. Pierlo still maintains the lead of 160. Now, this is the last section of our preliminary section. Let's have Mr. Kim Jun-sung come out with the questions. It's good to have you on our stage.
Yeah, and what a comeback. What did you think of their comeback?
Perfect.
Perfect, huh?
Impressive.
How do you say
Impressive.
very, very good? Like
Yeah.
very, very bien? Is that-
Très bien.
Très bien. Okay. I hope there won't be too many French words because my French is very, very bad, my pronunciation. So if I do this to the French words, please forgive me. Okay. All right.
Okay, give us the rules.
Okay, a round of 15 non-multiple choice questions. Each question is worth 30 points, so that's 450 points in total. The first team that buzzes in can answer, and if the team gets the answer wrong or cannot answer the question, then the question will go over to the other team. And you have 5 seconds to answer, and when both teams are not able to answer the question, we will give you a spelling hint which will appear on your monitor.
And so if you guys are ready, let's go with question number 1.
Question number 1 is about sport. In June 23rd, this person carried the second base bag off the field after recording his 500th career stolen base during the 11th inning against the Los Angeles Dodgers in San Francisco.
Vancity.
Barry Bonds.
With that, Vancity, you have even the score at 160 points. This is getting to be a very close game. Now I want to remind you, please only share your answer with us after I've called out your team name. Thank you, and let's have question number 2.
Okay, question number 2 is about an animal. This animal lives mainly on plant matter but takes some animal food. They can go without water for long periods. Its egg, averaging about 150 millimeters in length by 125 millimeters in diameter and weighing up to 1.35 kilograms, is presently the world's largest egg. This is a flightless species found in Africa. What is its largest living bird?
Vancity.
Ostrich.
And Vancity's got the lead, 190 versus Pierlo's 160. Let's see what happens with question number 3.
Okay, number 3 is about economy. EU leaders agreed to nominate the head of the Bank of France, Jean-Claude Trichet, as the next president of this bank. The bank, located in Frankfurt, Germany, has total control over all EU monetary policies, including setting interest rates and regulating.
Pierlo.
The European Central Bank.
We would have just gone for ECB as well. Great job, Pierlo. You've evened the score once again, 190. And let's have question number 4.
Okay, question number 4 is about a movie. A children's author is suing Steven Spielberg's studio for millions of pounds in damages, saying the Hollywood director stole his story for this big screen hit animation film. Creator of DreamWorks.
Pierlo.
Kick and run.
And we go to question 5.
Number 5 is about issue. Experts say an inscription on an ancient burial casket said to contain the bones of Jesus' brother is not authentic. The small ossuary inscribed, "This son of Joseph, brother of Jesus" in Aramaic, was held as the oldest archaeological link to the New Testament. Who is this?
Brother of Jesus. And why don't we take a look at the hint? Pierlo?
Judas?
Judas, the brother of Jesus. Vancity, 5 seconds. Vancity?
Jevis.
The final answer is James. Yes.
James.
That name that we're very familiar with. Anyway, why don't we go to question number 6?
Okay. You knew Judas wasn't Jesus' brother.
Yeah.
You just tried, right?
Really mad.
Just tried, yeah. Okay. Okay, number 6 is about health. Korean medical doctors have found through research that this can improve skin's elasticity. This research proved that drinking this or putting it on the skin or bathing in it can make your skin better.
Pierlo.
Acupuncture.
Vancity, it's your chance to answer and he'll finish the question.
What is this which is grown and drank in China, Japan, Korea, and etc.?
Vancity, 5 seconds. Vancity.
Kiwi.
Why don't we take a look at the hint? Pierlo.
Green tea?
Yes. You are leading and increasing your lead. Let's go to question number 7.
Okay, number 7 is about an island. Recently, Argentina's claim.
Vancity.
Falkland Islands.
Wow, you're closing in. Vancity, 220 versus Pierlo's 250. It's a very close game. Let's see what happens with question 8.
Okay, number 8 is about a person. People magazine in the US released its list of the 25 hottest bachelors on June 18th, but is leaving the top spot open to an online vote. Competing for that spot are this person and Ashton Kutcher, who stars in the movie Just Married. Who is this person second in line to the British throne?
Vancity.
Prince William.
The score is even, 250. Now, who do you think is hotter? Who do you think will take the lead
You mean
in this poll?
in the poll?
Yes.
I thought which team was hotter, them or them?
We were talking about 2 guys, Kutcher or Prince William. Who do you think?
I don't even know what Ashton Kutcher looks like.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's Demi Moore's boyfriend.
Yeah, I heard. I know what Demi Moore looks like, but I don't know what Ashton Kutcher looks like. But
What do you guys think?
Can I just say it's a very weird question to guys.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, yes,
Oh.
yes.
I mean, guys feel free to ask girls what they, who they think is more attractive.
Because that's because you guys are women. Yeah.
Okay, that clears things up right away.
Okay.
All right, Vancity and Pierlo, even at 250 points. Let's go on to question number 9.
Oh my God. All right, number 9 is about a drink. Due to the difficult economy, the consumption of this alcoholic beverage is decreasing in Korea. It is always aged in wooden containers, usually of white oak. The name is spelled without an E by the Scots and Canadians, and with an E in Ireland and...
Pierlo.
Whiskey?
And Pierlo, you have the lead once again. We go to question 10.
Okay, number 10 is about entertainment. In June, this singer released his new album, Almas del Silencio. He released...
Pierlo.
Ricky Martin?
And he was very big with Livin' La Vida Loca. I'm sure with that, we would have all gotten the answer. But let's go to question 11.
Number 11 is about a region. Iranian foreign minister said the 5 blank countries were closing in on an agreement over a long-running and bitter dispute about the region's energy riches. It is the world's largest inland sea, and its chief ports are Baku, Azerbaijan, Russia, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and Iran. What is this sea?
Vancity.
Caspian Sea.
And Vancity, you are catching up. 280 versus Pierlo's 310. Very close. Let's go to question 12.
Okay, number 12 is about a politician. According to recent news, this person has enlisted heavyweight media investor Stephen Ratner to help develop his plan for a liberal-minded cable network, according to sources familiar with the embryonic venture. Who is this person, also the U.S. former vice president?
Vancity.
Al Gore.
And once more, the score is even at 310 points. Let's go to question 13.
Okay, number 13 is about science. The good thing about swimming caps made with this is that they won't come off while you're swimming. It is any of a diverse class of chemical polymers manufactured in the form of fluids, resins, or elastomers. In the second half of the 20th century, these gels were used as breast implants for women.
Vancity.
Silicone.
And with that, Vancity, you're in the lead. Let's see what happens with question 14.
Yep, and that means Vancity, all you have to do is win one more, or answer one more question correctly, and Pierlo must answer 2 questions correctly. Okay, number 14 is about country. According to research by the world's largest drug maker, Pfizer Incorporated, among EU nations, Spanish people are most likely to live the longest. British people are to be the most fat, and this country's people to be the healthiest. This is a mountainous country of South-Central Europe, extending...
Pierlo.
Switzerland?
Vancity, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
Extending southeastward into the Mediterranean Sea. The capital is Rome.
Vancity.
Italy.
Ah, so close, and yet, well, we have one last question.
Yes, and for number 15 is about dance. This is a style of American theatrical dance distinguished by percussive footwork, marks out precise rhythmic patterns on the floor. It is to perform a dance or dances wearing shoes with metal tips at the toes.
Pierlo.
I know it's claquette in French, but I don't know in English. Claquette?
Uh-oh. Vancity, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
With metal tips at the toes and...
Vancity.
Tap dancing.
And with that, Vancity has won and goes to the finals. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Now, this was a very close match to the end, and Pierlo, I actually wanted to break out the French-English dictionary for the last one, but how do you feel?
Fine. Relief. It was a lot of fun. And we encourage everybody to do the same as we have done.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. And now, Vancity, you get to go to the finals. Do you have any special tactics up your sleeve to go against our last week's winners?
Oh, they seem pretty tough, right? Balut, yeah. So hopefully we're bound to win, but who knows?
Well, we'll be right back after this to watch. Final round now. Let us welcome back the Balut team. Welcome back, Robert Choi and Jason Park. This is your attempt at win number 2. If you win here, it'll take you to Japan. So, what did your friends say upon hearing that you won?
Good
Nothing
job.
much.
Wait, so if we lose, do we still get to go to Jeju-do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, so no matter what happens today, you're winners.
Oh, okay.
So,
So I
Balut,
thought.
are you ready?
Of course.
Yes.
You've got some tough opponents here today. Vancity, good luck to all of you. Now let us begin the final section. In our final round, we give you 5 categories of questions, 5 questions each, 10 to 50 points per question. If you get a question correct, then you get to choose the next question. So, what are today's categories?
Okay, today's categories are World Lakes, Name the Book, 16th Century Europe, General Science, and Great Musicians.
Great categories, and I get to choose. So I will choose question World Lakes for 10 points. This question is multiple choice, so each team will only have 1 chance to answer. The Great Lakes of the U.S. are the chain of lakes in east-central North America, comprising of 5 lakes. Which is not one of the Great Lakes? 1 Superior, 2 Michigan, 3 Huron, 4 Tahoe, and 5 Vancity.
Number
4 Tahoe.
The 5th Erie is correct. Vancity, it's good to see you on the board, and you get to choose.
World Lakes for 20, please.
World Lakes for 20 points. Crescent in shape, this lake is formed by the Rhone River. The north shore forms a fertile wine-producing hinterland rising to the Jura Mountains, whereas the south and east shores are bordered by the Savoy and Valaisan Alps. One of its largest lakeside cities is Lausanne, and there are numerous resorts including Montreux and Vevey in Switzerland. What is the largest alpine lake in Europe? The largest alpine lake in Europe?
It's also the name of a city in Switzerland.
Balut?
Lake Geneva.
Yeah. And Balut, it's good to see you on the board as well. You've got the lead, and you get to choose.
World Lakes for 30, please.
World Lakes, 30 points. Like some other very deep lochs in Scotland and Scandinavia, this lake is said to be inhabited by an aquatic monster. Balut?
Loch Ness, yes.
Loch Ness. And the monster's name is Nessie.
Come here, Nessie. I'm just
And Balut, you get to choose.
World Lakes for 40, please.
World Lakes, 40 points. Though Lake Superior covers a greater area, 32,000 square miles to this lake's 13,000, the lake contains less water. This lake represents the largest single volume of fresh water in the world, containing about 1/5 of the fresh water on the Earth's surface. It is located in the southern part of eastern Siberia within the Republic of Buryatia and Irkutsk Oblast of Russia. What is the name of the deepest lake in the world? The deepest lake in the world? And the lake's name begins with the letter B. Balut.
The Black Sea. Sorry.
Vancity.
Bolshoi.
Baikal was what we were looking for. Why don't we go with great musicians? Okay, so you didn't recognize it from your atlas in your head. Great musicians, 10 points.
Hello, I'm violinist Eugene Bach. There is hardly anything more romantic to express human feelings than music. Music can be a very good friend in happy, sad, and joyful times. So today we have a category of great musicians. Are you ready? This Austrian had more than 600 compositions to his name, penning his first minuet at the age of 6 and his first opera at 11. He worked very fast, mainly at night, and was often commissioned by royal or noble patrons. His last great unfinished work, the Requiem Mass.
Balut.
Mozart.
Vancity, I'd like to encourage you to buzz in quickly. Balut, you get to choose.
Great musicians for 20, please.
Great musicians, 20 points.
A child prodigy, this composer was an accomplished pianist, giving his first public performance at age of 8 and was still at school when his first work was published. He was of frail disposition, suffering from tuberculosis and rheumatism, prompting Berlioz to observe he was dying all his life. He fell in love with the free-living novelist Aurel Dovidant, better known as George Sand.
Balut.
Chopin.
And Balut, what would you like to have?
General science for 10, please.
General science, 10 points.
For 10 points, this is widely distributed in all igneous rocks, usually pure but in low concentrations. This is a metallic chemical element, one of the transition elements. It is dense, lustrous, yellow, a malleable precious metal.
Balut.
Gold.
And it comes from the Latin word aurum. The chemical symbol Au, atomic number, is 79, and it has been used for coins to back paper currencies and as a reserve asset. And Vancity, I want to encourage you to buzz in as quickly as you think you can guess at the answer, and Balut, you get to choose.
General science for 20, please.
General science for 20 points.
For 20 points, scurvy is perhaps the oldest known deficiency disease. However, its specific relationship to this was not recognized until the 20th century. It generally occurs between 6 and 18 months of age, but can start much earlier in premature babies or those born of mothers who lack nutritious food during their later stages of pregnancies. Citrus fruits and fresh vegetables are the best dietary sources of this. What is this?
Balut.
Vitamin C.
We would have also taken ascorbic acid. And you get to choose.
General science for 30.
General science for 30 points.
Okay, for 30 points. This is one of the few scientific fields in which non-professionals make substantial contributions. The field observations of birders provide valuable information on behavior, ecology, etc. From the mid-18th century on, the study of this progressed from the description and classification of new species discovered in scientific expeditions to examine...
Balut.
Evolution.
Vancity, it's your chance to answer and he'll finish the question.
Discovered in scientific expeditions to examination of internal anatomy, to the study of bird ecology and ethology. What is this?
Vancity, 5 seconds. Let's think carefully. We are looking at the study of bird ecology and Balut.
Ornithology.
And Balut, you get to choose.
General science for 40, please.
General science, 40 points.
Okay, for 40 points. Some scientists speculate that Deimos and Phobos are captured asteroids. However, other scientists present arguments to counter this theory. Both Deimos and Phobos are saturated with craters. Deimos has a smoother appearance caused by partial filling of some of its craters. What planet is orbited?
Vancity.
Mars?
It is the fourth planet in distance from the Sun, and the Greeks called it Ares for their god of battle. Phobos and Deimos means fear and terror, and were named for two of the sons of Ares and Aphrodite. And Vancity, it's good to see you on the board. You are catching up 50 versus Balut's 140 points, and you get to choose.
General science for 50.
Closing out the category General Science, 50 points.
Okay, 50 points. Tungsten is a metallic chemical element, exceptionally strong, white to grayish and brittle. It has the highest melting point, greatest high temperature strength, and lowest thermal expansion coefficient of any metal. Its chief uses are in steels to increase hardness and strength, and in light bulb filaments. It is also used in electrical contacts, rocket nozzles, solar energy devices. What is a chemical symbol for tungsten?
Chemical symbol for tungsten.
I'll tell you what, tungsten is used for a filament in a light bulb. And if you notice the shape of the filament in a light bulb, it's actually pretty similar.
Vancity.
N.
Balut, 5 seconds. Balut.
O?
Actually, it is W, just W. And it was named wolfram, hence its symbol W, for the mineral wolframite, from which tungsten was extracted. Ah, well, you were so close, Vancity. And, well, I will go with name the book, 10 points.
Written in 1847, the story of an unhappy orphan and her life as a governess at Thornfield is filled with difficulty, including a shocking revelation on her wedding day. The happy ending finally arrives, though, and the heroine and Rochester are united forever.
Balut.
Wuthering Heights?
Vancity, it's your chance. Vancity?
Sense and Sensibility.
Please finish the question. The chance to answer is open to both of you.
Long criticized as being melodramatic and contrived.
Balut.
Jane Eyre.
And it's written by Charlotte Bronte.
It was the other book that you were thinking of.
Balut, you get to choose.
Name the book for 20, please.
Name the book, 20 points.
The plot is that of a well-to-do merchant who needs money badly and borrows it from a moneylender, only to find that he can't repay the loan and his very life is on the line. Much less lighthearted than Shakespeare's other comedies.
Balut.
The Merchant of Venice.
And it's a serious study of love and marriage, and that is the play. And Balut, you get to choose.
Name the book for 30, please.
Name the book, 30 points.
For 30 points. The story centers on a family driving from the Midwest to California during the Great Depression. There they...
Balut.
Grapes of Wrath.
And it's American novelist John Steinbeck's most famous work. And Vancity, I want to encourage you to buzz in. And Balut, you get to choose.
Name the book for 40, please.
Name the book, 40 points.
The plot is simple. A young Algerian afflicted with a sort of aimless inertia becomes embroiled in the petty intrigues of a local pimp and someone inexplicably ends up killing a man.
Balut.
The Stranger.
And it was begun before the war and published in 1942 by Camus, the French accent, I suppose. And Balut, you get to choose.
Name the book for 50, please.
Closing the category of Name the Book, 50 points.
Yuri, poet and physician, and his struggle to keep his family alive in the midst of the overwhelming chaos of the Russian Revolution. It is also, that was him, and it is also about his love for the beautiful Lara, the woman he pursues.
Vancity.
Dr. Zhivago.
It's Pasternak's work. And that was a strong catch on your part. You are catching up, 100 points versus Balut's 240. We have lots of points on the board. You get to choose.
16th century Europe for 10, please.
16th century Europe for 10 points. This person reigned in England in 1558, to 1603. She succeeded her half-sister and was in turn succeeded by her cousin Mary Stuart's son, James I of England, VI of Scotland, whose accession to the English throne was the stepping stone to the unification of England and Scotland. Her half-sister is Mary Tudor, known as Bloody Mary for her sweeping persecution of Protestants. Ballot.
Queen Elizabeth I.
She's the daughter of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. And Ballot, you get to choose.
16th century Europe for 20, please.
16th century Europe, 20 points. This person himself never made it around the world as he was killed by natives in the Philippines while trying to... Ballot.
Ferdinand Magellan.
And it was his expedition that circumnavigated the globe, and hence his name was made famous, despite the fact that he never made it around. And Ballot, you get to choose.
16th century Europe for 30.
Same category, 16th century Europe, 30 points. Sri Lanka, discovered by Westerners in the 16th century, has been under 3 countries' rule: the Netherlands, Portugal, and Great Britain. It was first colonized by the Portuguese, whose interest in the country derived from its value in the spice trade. Ancient Greek geographers called it Taprobane. Arabs referred to it as Serendib. Later, European map makers called it this, a name still used occasionally for trade purposes. What is this? This officially became Sri Lanka in 1972.
It is also the name of a tea.
Ballot.
Ceylon.
Ballot, you get to choose.
16th century Europe for 40, please.
16th century Europe, 40 points. This person began his medical practice in Aachen in 1529 and moved to Ceylon in 1544, where he gained reputation for his innovative medicine and treatment during outbreaks of the plague at Aix and Lyon in 1546 to 47. He began making prophecies about 1547, which he published in 1555 in a book entitled Centuries. Ballot.
Nostradamus.
He is the great French physician and astrologer. In Latin, he used Nostradamus is a Latin name he used in place of his original name, which was Michel de Nostradam. And Ballot, you get to choose.
16th century Europe for 50, please.
Closing out the category, 16th century Europe, 50 points. This European was born in Flanders, now in Belgium. After graduating from the University of Leuven, he became a maker of instruments for drawing maps and making field surveys. He produced his first map in 1537, and in 1541, he completed a terrestrial globe. His famous map of the world, drawn on the projection that carries his name, was published in Duisburg in 1569. Who is this Flemish geographer, mapmaker, and mathematician? Vancity.
Mercator.
Yes. Gerardus Mercator. And Mercator projection is a type of map designed especially for use in navigation. And Vancity, you get to choose.
World Lakes for 50.
World Lakes for 50 points. The meaning of this name is uncertain, but it has been variously translated as Rock of the Puma or Crag of Lead. The lake lies between Andean ranges in a vast basin that comprises most of the Altiplano, high plateau of the northern Andes. It is the world's highest lake, navigable to large vessels, lying at 12,500 feet or 3,810 meters above sea level in the Andes Mountains of South America. What is this lake?
The first 2 syllables of this word are the same spelling. The second 2 the last 3rd and 4th syllable also have the same spelling.
We're going to give you 5 seconds. Lake Titicaca was the lake that we were going for.
Okay.
And, well, we have 2 left. I will choose great musicians for 40 points.
This Italian composer was born on the 29th of February. He had his first major success at the age of 21 with Tancredi, and 38 operas later, at the age of 37, virtually gave up his professional career. He had immense faith in his talent, saying, "Give me a laundry list and I will set it to music." His famous works are The Barber of Seville, Rossini, Cinderella, and probably the most widely heard, William Tell. Who is he?
Vancity.
Just a wild guess. DiMaggio?
Ballot, 5 seconds. His name is Rossini. We were looking for Giacchino Antonio Rossini. And we have just 1 left. We will go with great musicians, 50 points.
This German composer wrote all his own texts in red, green, and black ink as he worked at his desk wearing one of his 24 silk and fur dressing gowns. His work did not always find instant acclaim. Mark Twain joked that his music is better than it sounds. Having started the famous theater at Balut, his body was returned there when he died and was buried in the garden of his house. Who is this composer?
Ballot.
Wagner.
And among his major works are Tannhauser, Lohengrin, and Tristan and Isolde, and his great tetralogy, The Ring of the Nibelung. Ballot. With that answer, you have won. Congratulations, 2nd time in a row.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Vancity, well, this proved to be a pretty tough match for you. What do you want to say to your supporters? Sorry, what do you want to share with us?
Well, I hope they go to Europe.
Thank you very much for joining us.
No problem, thanks.
And Ballot, you have won twice, so that means you have tickets to go to Japan. I know that you really want to go to Europe, but, well, how do you feel?
I feel good right now.
Yeah, feeling
Have
good.
you been to Japan before?
Actually, I've never been to Japan.
No, I haven't either.
Oh, so this is a great opportunity for you.
Right.
So you can stop right now if you want.
Right.
But we'll keep going. I still gotta get home, you know.
I want to go to Disneyland.
So you want to say anything to your supporters?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations again on your second win. And now we have some, I don't know, sad news for us on the Contenders. This is Kim Jun-sung's last show with us because he has, well, bigger and better things.
Yeah, this will be my last show. It's been over a year since I've done the show, so it's going to feel very different not doing anything on a Wednesday. I'm actually an actor by trade, but not by occupation because I haven't had any work up until now. And so I'll be doing a sitcom here, and that's something that I've wanted to do even though I've really enjoyed doing the show. And it's helped my career out in many ways, so it's going to be very sad to not be here.
Well, it was great having you on our show, having you as part of our Contenders family. Let's give him a round of applause. And with that, we close this show, our last one with Kim Jun-sung. We'll see you next week. Again, same time, same place. Bye-bye.